Welcome everybody to Top Individuals once again. Nice to see you all here bright and early. It's beautiful to see you. I also want to welcome DirtyDemon 666. We have a special guest on this episode. Here he is. Our friend here is he's a Twitch streamer. Does it whenever he likes, which is unreal. He also runs his own business called Tie Dye Everything. Which make awesome shirts that he's wearing, and also I'm wearing. They're unreal. I love them. I've had this one for like 4 years. It's top effort. Jake has one as well. He's just not wearing it. Pay $50 on our Patreon, and you can see. Yeah. Oh. The red's nice. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Mal. I'll fix that in 2 seconds. Let's see here. For some reason they can't hear other people. Why is that? Yeah.
Back to them.
Alright, how's that? That should fix it.
Is that better?
I think
Is
so.
that better?
Yeah, I mean the monitor seems to be a lot better on me. Yeah, I just wanted to be the only voice this episode.
He's got a sexy voice.
There we go.
He's the reason he pulls in the views, mate.
Like phone porn nights at all?
Hey?
Have you ever thought about doing like phone porn? I reckon you'd be good at it, man. You got that kind of sexual voice.
Yeah,
maybe.
Sex operator, whatever the term is.
I don't know. You're like a really sexy middle-aged woman.
Yeah. I'll have to buy the mic first. We still haven't bought that yet. Need a better microphone, and then we'll do that, I reckon. But we'll get there. Now, one other thing as well. Just want to say happy birthday to Jake for last week.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday, Jake. Happy birthday once again.
Why I wasn't here.
Yep.
Just, I was doing another podcast because, I did a solo one just for myself. It's on the Patreon, it's a birthday themed one. No, I live vlogged my dinner. I just went out. Went out.
Very nice.
Again in Melbourne, which is nice.
Very good. And obviously we don't have Matzo here today because he is away, and he will be away for a couple of months, 3 months actually. But don't worry, he said he will be here joining us again very shortly. He just wanted to miss this week while he settles in. But he'll be here.
I feel like he needs to let people know that he's going to do a podcast where I think he's living with people or something like that. It's like common areas, and he's like, "It's the only spot where I can actually do it." And I'm like, maybe tell them instead of rocking up day one, going, "Yeah, I got it set up here, guys. This is my space."
That'd be unreal, mate. Yeah, sorry guys, back out. This is
Sorry.
This is my podcast area. Thank you.
I know it's a common area, but not from 8:30 to 9:30 on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's it. Ah, boy.
I've got all my friends in the background because I got Dungeons and Dragons on tonight, so.
Very nice.
I love it.
I'm doing this first. They can wait.
They clearly haven't. They just jumped into it. How rude of them.
My character's drinking a beer and reading some love novels in a tavern.
Oh well, at least that works. It's very.
What romantic.
Yeah.
How to wind down after going on a sort of killing spree, I imagine.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
There's crimes you don't want to be guilty of. That's fair.
Yeah. It's another world. I can do other things.
Just hiring out a room in the inn, just reading some love novels, as you do.
Yeah.
All right.
So how did last week's episode go? I'm out of date. I haven't watched it.
Last week's episode, it went very well. Matzo did a very compelling PowerPoint on why Finland doesn't exist. It was he had a lot of he had visual aids, and it was just incredible. I was pissing myself laughing.
A proper presentation on why Finland doesn't exist.
As Mal's saying in the chat, we did a hashtag no to Finland.
Take note of Finland.
Oh, here he is. He's in the chat. Mr. Matsu. There he is.
Matsu's viewing.
What's no to Finland?
Last week we had a conspiracy theory that apparently Finland doesn't exist, and we ended up there was some really compelling evidence as well that Matsu was presenting. It was insane. I can't hear shit.
I had a friend that was from Finland.
Or were they?
Clearly, I think he's lying to you, mate. I think he's lying. You didn't have to ask him. Might have been Sweden.
Well, how am I going to trust him?
So there was another thing as well where they were saying people actually do think they're from Finland, but the whole thing is that the actual country of Finland doesn't exist, but people can be from Finland, but it's basically divided by Russia and fucking Japan, and it was insane, bro. It was insane.
So you can say you're from Finland, but it's a made-up land.
Well, that's
Vatican City. It's it doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's like that, where it's sort of it's a country, but it doesn't actually count. So
kind of like Australia.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
I'm from Australia. I'm from Tasmania.
Yeah, that's it.
All of Australia fits into Tasmania. Everyone knows this.
Someone said to me once, they were like, I want to, they're like, oh, I've been overseas. I'm like, oh, where you been? They're like, Tasmania. I'm like, fuck off, bro. That's not going overseas. I'm like, that's
Doesn't
still part
count.
of Australia.
Bro, you can swim there. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
it'd be a long swim.
Ferry.
Yeah, I've been to Tasmania. I mean, that is the weakest definition ever.
I went, oh yeah, that guy knows we're getting paid. Do I get paid?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah, we're all getting paid by the government. No, I doubt that, mate. I paid taxes this year. I was upset about that one. Whew. No, mate, they should be paying
that's
me.
not yet. That's soon, though, isn't it? Or tax time, right?
Oh, I'm fair sure I'm gonna have to. Pay. Yeah. We'll share. Yeah, all right, Mal. We'll send you some money, mate. Once I afford my mic.
As soon as that mic.
Once we get that mic.
Giving back to the people. I don't know what mic you're getting for $100, but it's not going to be that good.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you what, I'll just double down. I'll get something that's $200.
What are you're rocking the G933 Logitech, aren't you?
Yeah. So is Jake. We've got the same one.
Sponsored.
We're sponsored content. Logitech at me.
Too. I used to use that, and now I'm using the SteelSeries Wild one, and this one's fucking insane, man.
Really? Yeah, right.
It's not wireless, but the sound is fucking great.
I might get it. I need to get a wired one.
I've been thinking more about having a wired one. This one becomes wired. If I do a proper session, if I'm online for anything longer than 3 hours, this fucker becomes wired anyway.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I do just I like unplugging to go to the toilet. That's about it.
Yeah.
I can stay on the call and make
everyone to
weird
hear
noises. That's what I'm saying. I like everyone to hear it. That's why I go wireless, so I can have everyone hear it when I go to the toilet.
That's what I've been
My
eating
camera's
today,
just gone off.
from the sound.
Yeah, that's what I want people to hear me eating and cooking and going, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "You don't know, because I could be anywhere with this thing."
There we go.
Where'd you go?
He's back.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. My camera just froze.
Your eyebrows look different. Did you do something to your eyebrows
Yeah, man.
in that little short period?
Maybe.
Oh.
That'd be
They just
interesting.
stick out, bro. What do you think's thicker, my eyebrows or your mustache?
My mustache is way thicker.
Let's have a
Look
look.
at that thing, man.
Yeah, nah, that's fucking thick, bro. That's good. That's quality effort. That's years of growth, mate.
It's not a gift. It's a curse. It's
Yeah.
a curse.
Oh, that's what everyone that's blessed with endowment says, mate.
I stole that. I can't claim that. I totally stole that from something. I watched it on a TV show on Netflix.
That's alright, you could have claimed that.
No.
Mal says her mustache is thicker. Yeah.
If I let mine go, I have to actually trim it, otherwise it goes all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I get pretty bad. I'm like you, bro. Like if I don't trim my beard at the very least, it just goes wild like a fucking caveman.
If you let it go, if you let it puff out too much and you drink, you have to do the...
Yeah, it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah.
Especially you eating like burgers and the sauce just goes all in it. And you're just
Preaching to the fucking choir, boys. Preaching to the fucking choir, man. Every time I'm there, I gotta, fucking gotta rinse out the old mop. That's what I call it, because it hangs so low.
So when do you turn 18?
Fucking never, man. I've been growing this for 18 years, it feels like.
Oh,
It's okay.
Jesus.
I'm just getting in early for November. This is actually me not having shaved
You
for a
actually
while.
can't have a moustache unless you go through a life-threatening situation.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
I guess self-harm doesn't count. Otherwise, I'd be down to here.
Conspiracy theory for you.
Oh, there you go.
Guys with the big ass fucking beards and they just like can't you see their mouths, man? They
Mhm.
fucking experienced
been
something,
through a
man.
lot.
They fucking killed people.
That's true. Yeah, fuck. That's, you know
I
what?
feel-
That
I
is a
feel
very
like-
good point.
I feel like everyone that goes to war comes back with facial hair. It's just a requirement.
It's like a beard full of skeleton secrets.
Okay, I guess blood is just the beard oil that helps it grow.
You know who's got the thickest mustache? Ned Flanders. Think about that one for a
yeah.
minute.
And a great body.
Because he's got no hair on his chest or anything. He's
Yeah.
chiseled,
Fucking
bro. It had to
muscly
go
ass.
somewhere.
That's why Maud's with him. She was like, I'll take Jesus for this.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
look at
calling
Maud.
Jesus every night, mate.
Yeah.
They're hearing it.
Speaking of Ned Flanders, have you guys ever heard of a band called the Oakley Dokleys?
Oh, yeah, dude. They're fucking nuts.
They all
Yeah.
dress up as Ned Flanders.
Yeah, dude. It's insane. They actually all look the exact same, too. Somehow they managed to, like, do really well
Are they
with
like a metal band or what?
They're kind of like a metal hardcore kind of band,
Hardcore
but yeah,
kind of band,
they
yeah.
all literally dress up like Ned Flanders.
They're all wearing
Oh,
the
shit.
exact
They're
outfit.
in the pink shirt and the glasses and the moustaches.
That's impressive.
Yeah, they look
Yeah,
unreal.
no, they're sick, aren't they?
Mel
I don't know
says
if
she
they,
loves
I
them.
don't know. I don't know if they can get too big though without getting done for like copyright or something.
Oh, they're pretty big.
Yeah, like-
I think you can get away because they're not exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a unique look,
Yeah.
and they're not religious. I'm pretty sure.
Nah, it's not religious.
Now, I don't know
That's
if it's
interesting.
really considered like an intellectual property when you're, I guess, parodying a character. Like, they're not explicitly saying it either. Like, they're just saying the Oakley Dokleys, and I don't think,
Well,
Simpsons have copyrighted any of that shit.
I think it's also like in the game Dead by Daylight, they have like killers like Leatherface and Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
But they don't call them that. They call Freddy Krueger the Nightmare, and they call Leatherface the Cannibal.
No
And the
shit.
Scream Killer, they all don't have the actual names. They just change the names, and there's literally like one little difference on them, and that's it. And they get away with it.
I thought they were actually, like, verified, bro. Like,
Approved, yeah. I thought they were
Ah.
approved. I didn't know Dead by Daylight was just making
If they
shit.
were, you'd think they'd use the actual names, but they don't.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, even Resident Evil, they just did a Resident Evil one.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they changed the names a little bit.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Or like, it's not Raccoon City Police Department, it'd be like Raccoon Police Department.
Ah, wow, okay.
Just little things like that. There's just like one letter's missing and stuff.
That's nuts. What the
Hmm.
fuck? As if they... Okay. It's weird how much you can
No.
get away with.
Yeah, I know. I was talking about it with Jacob last night.
There you go. Mala just brought it up and said they have to be approved, but they're not allowed to use a name, so it's cheaper for them to buy the rights.
Yeah. See, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, so they're kind of like getting it approved without paying for the IP because technically they've just okay.
Yeah.
So if they use the name, obviously they'd have to pay shit.
They're parroting it then, I guess, as well is what they're doing,
Yeah.
but just not for satire's sake. They're doing it for an
Yeah.
actual.
And all the copyright stuff these days is like, it's weird. It's like, I don't know. Even on stream, I want to play music all the time. I kind of do sometimes, but like, I'm like, you can get in trouble and get strikes. But I'm like,
Yeah.
even if I bought the music, I'm promoting the music. It's weird. Like,
It's
I don't
very
know.
strange.
When are we gonna draw the line?
Yeah. Like,
It
we've thought
definitely
about
is
it.
annoying.
We've
Yeah,
thought about it
I was more interested in like Spotify was trialing a it works like dog shit. Alex might have even got to be able to work with each other, but a listen together feature,
Mm.
where like kind of like the way that your whatever mobile device would connect to your PC and tell you what it's playing. You could do
Yeah.
that, but with whatever your friend was listening to. But it would play it in like real time. So I was like, if you were streaming, what you could do instead is put like that link up and go, guys, all you gotta do is click on that link and it will be playing exactly what I'm playing right now. So even though I'm not playing it on Twitch, we can all hear it together.
See, something
That way
like
you
that would be
still
alright.
that way you're vibing to it in your headset, but it's not going out to Twitch. And anyone that wants to join in and understand why you're vibing just has Spotify open up on their tab.
Are you allowed to watch stuff on YouTube and listen to music video clips and stuff? It's
So-
almost exactly the same.
Well, that's
fucking
it. It
thing.
has to be like they do it. Like, even those videos get fucked over sometimes because like
Really?
reaction's okay. Like, reaction videos are fine, but the
Yeah.
problem is some of the content holders don't get happy with it and they just automatically remove it because of the way the system works.
Yeah.
Like, they're not
Okay, you
supposed
run-
to. But
It's free. It's like you can watch it like on. I don't know. It's just weird.
You run the gauntlet. as a Twitch streamer, every time you put one of those reaction VODs up there, like that's to be, you have to be like, you have to. That's why you got like, you'll find they have to add commentary to it, because providing context is how you like escape it. If you just
Okay.
watch it and go, that's crazy, and then you're like, that's all you said, and then you upload like a 10-minute video, like they come back,
Yeah.
you just re-uploaded this content, like yeah, you're watching it, your Twitch chat was engaged or whatever, but like it's
Yeah.
not enough.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure Twitch has like an integration for Spotify now. Like it's okay, but I think the reason we didn't want to do it is because we upload everything to YouTube after, and I'm pretty sure that's where it gets picked up.
That is where it will get picked up as well.
Because with the
Yeah.
Spotify app, I'm pretty sure you can just like have like a link to listen to the music. So I think that's why it's okay. But I don't. Fuck knows, bro. Shit confuses me. But,
Yeah, it's a confusing world.
real quick, Jake, I can't remember whether or not you said it or not, but did you have a conspiracy theory from a few weeks ago?
I'm saving it, mate. I'm saving it.
For what?
Whose birthday? Christmas?
No, I actually had it and I had it written down and I've lost it.
Oh.
But
I had it in my notes and then I can't find what note it's in because I think I was stupid enough to write it under a shopping list and I can't find which shopping list it's under.
Maybe that
And
was a
I've
conspiracy.
gone for like 6 of them. I'm like, fuck's sake, I've lost this. I might have deleted it.
That's alright. Well, if it comes back
So
to it.
it can wait. But also then when I heard of Matzo's, I'm like, no, I gotta like present. Like I need dot points. I need all this shit. I need data to back it up. I need
You don't have to,
slideshows.
but I'd prefer it.
That's
mean-
what I mean. I need to take time out to build out the content.
You guys tore mine apart because I didn't have any proof, so whatever.
True. Well, that was more Matzo turn yours part. I was.
You were along for the ride, mate.
I mentioned I contributed a little bit in conspiracy theories of gang stalking.
Yeah, that's
which is,
right,
you
yeah.
know,
gang
bit of a
stalking.
delusion. Yeah, you heard of gang stalking?
No, but is it like the way it sounds? It's like a gang
Pretty much the way it
stalking?
sounds, except it's a bit on a no, not quite. So, gang stalking is the belief that basically every single person or some giant like government authority is out to get you, and they are monitoring you and they're doing X, Y, Z, and they think that all the strangers that are around them are like plants in their life.
So that's not something to do with Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
Never mind. You guys didn't
Oh.
get it clearly.
I was like, nah, I'm lost here.
Do you watch The Simpsons?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do, but
Don't you
I'm a
remember
bit
the episode
behind.
that get Bart thinks that Major League Baseball is spying on everybody?
Yeah. Bro,
never
yeah.
mind.
No, what
Nah,
was
that's good,
Duffman? With Duffman, was it?
No,
Or was that a different episode? I
Nah,
I'm
you're thinking
of
a different episode, bro.
I'm thinking of the
Yeah.
Duffman episode where he has this heroic arc.
Yeah.
Because he is a hero.
yeah, absolutely.
We love you, Duff, man.
But yeah, no, but these people who believe they're being gang stalked, like, are legit, like, they'll just get the phone, like, you know, you follow me, like, the last 40 minutes, and it's like, yeah, dude, we've been on the same train going to the fucking city, like, no shit. Or,
Well, it sounds
I
like
see
Happy
you here every week. Yeah, it's a supermarket, we shop at the same time, what's your problem?
You live close by.
Yeah, we all live nearby. It's shit like that, and then they get a letter and like, who sent me this? How'd they know where I live? And it's like the electric company. It's like, yeah, they kind of like you had to set that up.
Yeah.
But they are like full on, like they really do believe it. They believe that there's all that stuff that gets into your brain using radio waves and shit, and that's like some guys like, my movements are being controlled, my thoughts and feelings are being controlled. Good luck, guys. This might be my last post.
I'm always very, very interested in wondering how that person got to where that spot that they are.
In their life,
Yeah.
absolutely, it is a
Something
dangerous
happened.
level of delusion. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Something
dude.
has to.
You had a pub? Get me a beer. Sorry.
Let's just get a drink.
Hold on, I have to
man.
type that out for him.
Oh,
Yeah, why did you type that?
Yeah.
out? Oh, because he can't hear shit.
You can't hear anything.
Right.
get me a beer.
I just want to bring out,
Just so
like,
this is even more.
while we're on the topic of conspiracies, how The Simpsons predicts the future, like all that shit.
Yeah.
That is
They
insane.
did some stuff, haven't they?
Yeah, quite a lot. Like most recently, like with the
I'm not
ballots
impressed.
getting,
I'm not impressed.
You're
what do
not
you call it?
impressed?
Nah,
dude, they're
look,
insane, bro.
I think if you throw however many thousands of darts they have thrown, a bunch of this into land.
Yeah, but there's a few like very very accurate, like scarily accurate ones.
Some are scary accurate. I'll give that.
Can you
But
mention a couple?
the scary accurate ones I don't support is actually all the political ones, just because
Yeah.
politics just became a satire of what it was, and that's literally what The Simpsons does. So that just worked out very conveniently. Like, if you think about the celebrities that were in the world as, like, I guess actual reality show celebrities, something like that, it really was Trump was always going to be the one that would be the fucking president, right? Like,
See, that stuff is like, yeah, all right, fair enough. But there was one I
it's still
remember
impressive, the detail, and some of the photos are just all, videos are so like
that like staircase one. I'm trying to find it where like it was like Donald Trump going down a staircase or whatever, and it was the exact like. Yeah, here it is. So like when they predicted like Trump as the president, there was like a photo of him going down a escalator, and he's like waving, and there's like people with signs behind him, and it's quite literally like the exact fucking thing in 2015, 15 years later that it came up. Like I'll show you. I'll put it on screen for you guys.
Yeah, do it.
Give me 2 secs.
Let me see that shit.
So have a look on Twitch when you can. It might take a while for it to come through, but
that's it.
Yeah, so like have a look at that. Like,
but you know what? They could have like watched The Simpsons and been like, "Let's do that."
Yeah, well that's true as well. Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, you got a point. That is a very good point.
That one in the vault.
That's a very good point. Well, what else we got here? I'm just Google image searching. Oh yeah, Lady Gaga with her crazy bra thing. She did that. She did that.
Curious George and the Ebola virus.
Later.
Oh, hey.
Oh, she doesn't have the sparkly.
Yeah, she doesn't have the boob thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Some people are like really like trying to pull off like.
Oh, jeez, come on.
There's a few.
Look up the 9/11 one. It's a
yeah, the 9/11 one.
A New York magazine.
Yeah.
Which has the $9 there.
There it is.
And to the right of the $9, it has the Twin Tower, like a silhouette of the Twin Towers. Looks like 9/11. But they also have like the bus, and they've got the fucking Empire State Building there. It's just.
Yeah, that one's a bit of a stretch. Oh, look at this one. Jesus Christ. See that?
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, is that Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
No way.
April 2001, 4 months before 9/11. Holy shit.
That's also the most generic looking building ever.
Absolutely.
And, like, that literally looks like a Die Hard poster. That looks like the Die Hard poster.
That is a fucking great movie.
It does, yeah.
Oh, Die Hard is the best Christmas movie of all time.
Absolutely.
It's the best Christmas film.
A lot of people that are like, it's a Christmas film. I'm like, have you watched it recently? It's based at Christmas time.
It's Christmas.
It is a Christmas movie. It has a happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family gets back together.
It has all the requirements of a Christmas film. There is family troubles. He sorts it out. There's a foreign guy on top of the building. He gets taken out, and America wins. That's Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Motherfucker, yeah.
Simpsons is still going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but when I was younger...
I've heard that it has become like a merch engine for the most part.
Yeah.
And younger generations aren't really watching it.
Yeah. Well, I remember...
It's not even on prime time in Australian TV anymore.
No,
it's not even at the 6 o'clock on a fucking Channel 10.
And we weren't even airing the new episodes. We were mainly airing reruns. And now we're not even doing the reruns. So...
Well, that's why most people started getting... Disney Plus as well. So
I do believe that shows like The Simpsons and that, I think, like, Simpsons was a very big beast, but I don't feel like those shows are going to come out the same way ever again. Because The Simpsons was a comfort show, and now I can just go watch someone I like play a game or do something stupid on Twitch or YouTube instead for my comfort. And that's what I do. I chuck on a podcast to people I know, or I just watch them play some game, and I'm like, because I don't need to like listen. Same like most of the time I was watching Simpsons. Did I love it? Yes. Once I got to know all the episodes, it would be on in the background, and I would like look up for the funny moments, and then go back to doing nothing. Like,
let me ask both of you this: do you actually have television tuned into your TVs?
No, and I haven't for over. So I've gone over a year without having tuned in, and that was because I moved to a place. Never bothered to plug it in. my housemate, right as I was leaving, wanted to get it plugged in so she could watch footy, and I'm like, oh, you can just fucking do that on like 18 different streaming services. She's like, I don't know what they are, but whatever. Don't even argue it. And now at my own place now. Once again, no, I don't have any interest. I don't have. I literally I went to go get it. I'm like, I had no internet for like 5 days, and I was like, oh, maybe I should get a TV antenna so I can just put something stupid on the background. Then it was like, yeah, it's $15 for a TV antenna cable. I'm like, I don't care that much because I'm not gonna use it afterwards. So what's the fucking point?
I wonder what they're even playing on television. I think I see it when I visit my parents, but like,
it's garbage. Because especially
like,
it's worse than ever.
Can you turn it off?
I've been a big believer that Australia TV has been is dog shit and has been for years. But now the streaming services are taking over. It's bad. And especially I would say maybe 3 years ago would probably be when like people's parents started actually getting into Netflix.
Yeah.
Like where it swept. There was a time where it was just there was a time where it was really your 30-year-olds, and then it became the younger generation. Now it became all of their parents, and even like grandparents are getting onto it now. Once someone comes over and fucking shows them how it's done. Yeah. There's just less and less people watching actual TV. So I'm like, I always switch it on to do this, but that's just because they're used to a habit from 40 years ago. If enough people stop doing that,
background noise,
and that TV show stops, then gone. I've actually been using YouTube for background noise or Twitch. Because you find and I love this background noise, right? One of it is it's in 4K. You can get different qualities. Quality doesn't matter. But it's just people walking through the streets of Japan.
Oh, yeah?
They're not saying a word. It is just ambient noise. Like, you hear conversations as they're walking past them through, and they just walk through different areas of Japan at night and day and shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just like, it feels like you're there. Sort of like, in terms of, if you're going for background noise, right, just pure, like ambience to have when you're at home, so you don't, feel like, oh my god, it's dead quiet.
Yeah.
I love chucking that shit on. I've started putting it on.
Real chill.
When I had a TV in my room, I don't now. I would sometimes put that on to go to sleep. Because if I put on an actual TV show, I'm getting stimulated or annoyed that I'm missing an actual TV show. Then I start putting that shit on, and I'm like, the first night I did it, though, I was up for like 4 hours just watching people. Oh, this is crazy. And then eventually you start to I'm not going to see everything. So
yeah,
a lot of people also do like aquariums, and then you also have like CCTV. The old school one that people might remember is CCTV footage. There used to be a website where you could go and to view any CCTV camera around the world. Some you had control of. And they were really Yeah, this was like 2010, 2008 maybe, Alex.
I remember doing it at school, yeah.
I did it at school, I did it at home for a bit, and they were like, on like old school forums, there were people who were like, this is the camera you want to tune into. And then you would find out there's 20,000 watching on this one camera, and it would be like Shibuya Crossing, just some real busy place. Yeah, but one was a zoo, which did cool stuff, and then one was... I can't remember where it was. It was just some dodgy fucking area in America.
Too many people don't have enough shit to do.
Yeah. Hence why we're still online.
That's a big part of it. People definitely have a lot of shit. But also I feel like some people, their jobs and whenever they go out and stuff, that is their stimulating moment. Yeah. And they just want to be destimulated. So, and that's where you find like nothingness to just sort of explore and observe.
So they've still got some websites on. Here we go, Meerkat Cam. You guys want to see this?
Yes.
All right, hold on.
I mean, it sounds G-rated.
They did that Meerkat TV show?
Oh, yeah, Meerkat Manor?
Yeah.
Meerkat Manor.
Yeah, that was on
now they've delved into their own insurance company. It's crazy.
Computer
I think EarthCare might literally be the website that it was back then.
Where are
I don't know. They're not here.
What a joke.
That's part of the joy of what this was, is you'd never know if you're actually getting them awake or anything on these. You would go tune into a zoo, and then so when they were doing stuff, you'd be like, I have to watch. They also did not have the ability to store VODs of their fucking recordings either. You had what you had and you missed what you missed.
Oh, here we go. Here's some... Oh, no. There's a guy in there. Let's have a look.
There is a TikTok of... these people going, oh wow, look like it's like they're at a zoo, and they're going, oh my god, look at the people in there, like crazy. Look at them, they're like communicating with each other. They're working together.
They're using Apple iPhones.
Yeah, and they're like, is that a walrus? Wow, and they pan down, it literally does say walrus, and the entire time they're zoomed in on some tech guys who are installing glass. Like, wow, they're so intelligent. And then they start like knocking on the
It's
glass a
it's
bit.
an
And they're like,
art form.
yeah, they're like knocking on the glass, and then they're like, dude, don't knock on the glass. You know better. He's like, yeah, I shouldn't disturb them.
Oh, here we go. We got penguins.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
you see them.
Little penguins.
It's like
Well,
pause though.
It's paused. Yeah, it's like a photo.
Yeah, what's going on? It's
Oh,
weird.
no, it's dead.
It's like freaking out.
This
They're
is
stuffed.
definitely photos and not video. But look at that dodgy wire just exposed, making its way there.
It's like, I don't know. It might maybe because I'm streaming or something. It's like freaking out. Oh,
Yeah,
is this like different cameras? I have no idea what I'm doing.
I think it's just struggling to load.
Yeah, fuck knows. Anyway. No, oh, no, it came back. There it is. There they are.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! It came back. It came back with all of them there. What the fuck?
Yeah, right? Could have.
Oh, the hell's flapping?
Mr. Matt says you're confused what we're looking at. That's fine. Mate. He's like, I'm gone for 1 week. That's fair. Yeah, we get really desperate for content when Matzo's not here. There's no denying that. No. But yeah, that was the sort of shit that I would do, like
Yeah.
when you were kids, and you had all that free time in the world. But it is interesting. We're learning that people don't like traditional TV and stuff.
Yeah. Like,
One
I've
thing that
still got
happened-
mine in, but I don't use it, like, ever.
I am hating TV series that are coming out weekly.
Oh, yeah. It's hard not to
Yeah.
binge watch.
I just don't binge anything. I don't watch anything. I literally
Yeah,
just play video games, skateboard, and watch Twitch.
Hey, it's
and
a
make
lifestyle,
tie-dye,
bro.
obviously.
There are so many people living that way. They're like, yeah, I don't really watch TV. They're like, that's.
Honestly, everything on TV is depressing. Like literally, the other day I started following 7 News on my
Well,
tie-dye
7
account.
News is very depressing.
Oh my god, the amount of fucking death and car crashes. I'm like, honestly, since I've been following, there hasn't been one happy story.
Nah. Nah,
That's
it's fucked.
horrible. Like, literally, that's what everyone wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that's what's getting the views?
Sadly, it's what sells.
That's it. I don't know. I don't want to see that
Oh.
shit. That's why I like block them all.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I don't want to see that.
I
I just want
know.
to see funny penguins and
Yeah,
meerkats.
me too. I want to see cute shit.
Yeah, bro. Keep giving me cute shit. I'm happy with
I
that.
want to see.
I think
I want to see a
the
kitten sneeze.
The saddest part of that stuff is that they have done like good news segments in shows before, and it just doesn't land.
Mm.
They were like, oh, that's
why they
nice.
show it. I get it. Like,
And then it just doesn't land. Like for example, the 7 p.m. Project tries to tie in good news with its bad news, and it becomes a joke.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't show me puppies and then tell me about a terrorist attack that happened last week. Like,
Yeah.
I can't take the terrorist attack seriously because they're like, they'll be laughing. Like, look how cute that dog is. We're gonna cut to the ad break, and they come back to like,
terrorist
we have
attack,
8
eh?
people in hospital, 4 dead from this terrorist attack. Carrie, would you like to tell us a
Yeah.
bit more? Thank you. It's just like,
She's
no,
like,
what?
She's like, it's horrible down here.
Yeah, like they've had
flying across my head. I just want to go home.
they've had P. Hellier throw out the worst dad jokes in existence for 20 minutes, and then he's like, "This is really serious, and I'm upset." Like, all right, mate. Like,
Bro.
they could get any actual dad on the show, and they would do a better role than Pete Hellier. I swear, man, he's not good at what he does.
The difference is Pete Hellier knows the line not to cross to get into the weird, like, racist dad territory.
Yeah, I think that's why his jokes aren't as good. Is because
Yeah.
like, every joke, the first joke that comes to his head is very like only like dad racist, and he's
Yeah.
gotta tone that
Let's
back.
tone that back a bit, yeah.
And then he comes out with like what his 4-year-old wrote and put in the fridge once. That's the joke. Like, I swear.
Oh, fuck. What a show. Jesus Christ. That show won a few TV awards.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Man, I can't even tell you what it is.
I envy you for not knowing it. I only know it because back when TV was more popular, that's what you'd have on while you're eating
Yeah.
dinner.
Honestly, like I'm more blown away if I see a movie or a TV show that I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like most of the time I'm watching, I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like,
Yeah,
"What's
there's
too
a
much
lot of
shit?
crap,
Like,
bro.
This is a rip off of something, or it's
Mhm.
just fucking stupid and unrealistic.
100%,
People
bro.
wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of shit these days is like that. But a lot of people like comfort viewing because of streaming now. I think has taken over. So people just want
It
something
is,
that's the
yeah.
same.
Well, and like, but yeah, I don't know. Like, are people more like lonely? I don't know. I feel like I meet like a lot more people. I feel like I'm like, are they lonely or?
Yeah, I think you might be right, eh?
I
think people
feel
just
like I feel like the difference is that when people are saying, oh yeah, watch TV, I watched a few shows, it never sounded lonely. But saying, yeah, I was on Twitch or watching some Twitch streamer for a few hours does sound like you were dead alone.
Yeah. Well, it is more engaging though.
That's the difference. But the fact it's engaging is what makes it sound like it's lonely, because of like that, and it's people not understanding it. Yeah, there is a stigma to it, right? So it's tough.
I get it. Like actually, when I've told like my elderly people when I'm like, oh, I play Dungeons and Dragons. They're like, oh, so is it a video game? I'm like, oh no, like we sit around a table and like we all actually play. Like it's real life.
We're like, together. Yeah, we socialized. You
remember that? Remember like before COVID?
Yeah. Far out, bro. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Do you think COVID will ever go away? You know how they're always like, yeah, it'll be fine, like a year and a half, year. Yeah, it's still around. And I talk to people from America, and it sounds like it's not great over there.
It's not really going away.
Different states are doing different things in America, which is half the issue.
Oh yeah, no, they're not working.
I feel like at one point it will go away, but I feel like it could be way later than we ever expect it to be.
I think it'll be manageable.
The issue.
They didn't want people like panic and shit.
Yeah.
I think the issue that comes from it is that even though the vaccines are meant to have a really high effective rate, because literally about an hour ago I was talking about vaccines with someone and I was looking up their effectiveness. The issue comes though is that while we might become good as a country, all it takes is. That's what you get. That is hilarious.
Take a breath,
covered. That's beautiful. The issue becomes that while we might become good as a country, all it takes is like another country who's not doing well, and then we let them in, or some other country lets them in. Even like say like even if most of the world is good, if 10% of the world is in a bad spot, they just go to a different place, and then that's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Well,
I was about to say that is such a cool feature.
Yeah, I was showing it to Alex before the show.
Then you struggled then, and I'm like, that would fuck me off.
I wasn't tapping it hard enough.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does
it have to be under, or can it be on the side?
No, it's just under. Because otherwise, if it would just like.
Oh, that makes sense. But I'm thinking like if you just and you just hit yourself with a slap. Not like that.
I can give a little.
Yeah, it's like imagine like this. You're raging at someone. You're like, you fucking dickhead. You messed up this, and then you're like, that's it. I'm so mad at you. You have to go off mute and just go. Exactly. Like
I didn't actually say anything, but
yeah. Well, that's perfect.
That's good, bro.
Oh wait, hold on.
Let him do his thing.
Yeah, guys, he's just getting a bit of vapor rub going because he needs to clear out his
sinuses. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's winter in Australia, so
it flares up.
Yeah. I was gonna say as well. I was discussing before the show. We were thinking about talking about what porn parodies we wish existed.
Oh yes.
So I don't know. Does anyone want to start us off?
Yeah, Matt. I wish top individuals forward parody existed.
Matt would never go back to women after me. Probably a little traumatized, but he'd be okay after a little time.
Yeah, I think so. I can just imagine like the three, like me, Jake, and Matt, so just doing our thing, and then all of a sudden just Dion coming through the door like.
What are you guys doing?
Hey.
What is this?
Snacks, refreshment, wristy.
No. I'm not taking off my jacket. The jacket stays on.
No one takes the jacket off in our parody, 100%.
I expect you to walk in with nothing but the jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only, and then you have a little cock jacket as well. That's wearing the same thing.
It's got two little arms like flapping about.
Pleasure doing business with you boys. Always.
Good stream.
Yeah.
Get my tiny fedora.
He's just like a boom arm guy, like in the corner the whole time.
Oh shit!
You know what? I'm hell surprised I haven't actually seen yet. A porn parody of, and it probably exists. I just haven't searched it, but I don't know if I want to. But a parody of, all of the like fast food mascots all doing it. So like, You got like the
together.
Burger King, Ronald McDonald, fucking Colonel
Colonel.
Sanders,
Oh.
and they're all
Mate,
just.
Is this only Australian ones or all of them? Like
Oh, no, like
American
all
ones
of
as well,
them.
like Wendy's.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
fucking-
was thinking
You,
like
you,
Wendy's
gotta
and
say,
shit.
you should tweet Wendy's. You might get a response.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They flirt
Christ.
about it all the time on Twitter. Twitter, yeah. They're always flirting with each other. Like,
I would say-
there'd definitely be McDonald's porn for sure.
I would say that
yeah.
the Rule 34 would exist, but I don't feel like what you're actually looking for would exist.
you know what?
There would
Finding out.
definitely be There's definitely Ronald McDonald porn of some sort.
Yeah, I'm sure that exists.
I
Burger King might be a
guarantee it.
stretch. I don't know many people
Well,
want to see.
what's the mascot of Burger King?
The Burger King.
Yeah, he's a cheese. Just that he has the crown
got
and
the-
everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a burger. He's a man with a burger for a head and a crown.
imagine having just a burger for a body.
Yeah, it's kind of
Like,
weird.
No, he doesn't always have a burger as a head.
Which
He-
he had his-
Oh no, they
Say
changed
like
it.
that.
Sorry, no, he
He's
never.
a royal-looking dude.
Yeah, he's just a king now. But didn't he used to have a burger for a head?
Oh, you know what? I keep
Maybe
thinking
not.
of like,
You're
because
thinking
we're in
of
Australia,
someone from
I think I'm
the
thinking of.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm thinking of fucking
I just keep thinking of
cheeseburger Sally. Is what you're thinking of.
cheese Mc, whatever the fuck his name is. The mayor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
mayor
Oh,
of
mayor of
McDonald's.
Cheesetown.
Mayor of McDonald's.
But anyway, all these dudes,
Yeah.
porn parodies. They're more like doing an orgy, like all of them.
Yeah,
all on one.
I was thinking like maybe like they go like, this is my script, where like it's like Ronald McDonald is just sitting there and like they're having a chat with like the Burger King and they're just like, you know what, man, like let's put aside our differences. We both make a good product. There's nothing wrong with it. Why are we fighting, man? Like we should really be friends. Like, and they just sort of make up.
Maybe be more.
Mayor McCheese, that's the one. But that's the thing, and then they sort of hug it out, and then the hug leads to a bit of kissing, and then all of a sudden things devolve, and they end up
What
doing
happens, Matt?
then they end up.
Matt, sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. Then they end up,
Matt.
absolutely getting railing each other. And then
jeez.
Colonel Sanders,
When did the others come in?
and then Colonel Sanders goes like this, and he goes, "I'm not taking off my jacket."
Where is he from? He sounds like he's from Texas.
He is. He's Southern. Well,
He's southern. He's southern. Yeah, Kentucky. That's it.
Yeah. Kentucky.
Sorry, I'm not too good at my accents. We need Matso for that one.
I think that was
good at that.
perfect.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to say hat, not jacket, though.
Yeah, well.
How to do, fellas?
How'd you do? Well, what's all this in?
Looks like fun. I might get in on this too.
Yeah.
You do have the KFC Love Simulator, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
Mhm.
I saw that. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we've
yeah.
played that, haven't we?
I've played it. Yeah, it's not as sensual as I thought, which I'm not sure why I thought it would be because it's
It
KFC.
really is. I'll tell you, he's the most supportive person ever, though. He just wants you to make good food.
Mass.
You don't learn what the secret herbs and spices are either.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
So there's. Oh, hold on a minute.
I said, have you seen House Party? That one looks
Yeah, yeah.
good. Yeah, I've got that on my wish list.
Bro, I reckon we play that on stream one day.
Is that good?
I don't know, man, but I feel like it would
Wait,
be.
a house party. I
Yeah.
think I know which one this is.
What else is there? Oh, I recently got this horror game called Lust from Beyond.
Oh
It's
yeah.
literally porn and horror.
Mhm. Yeah, I've
You
seen.
weren't allowed to play
I've
it
seen that.
You weren't allowed to play it on
Oh,
Twitch.
you know what? You
but
don't want House
I did
Party.
twice. I played it on Twitch twice, and I still didn't get in trouble.
Oh, that's alright. Was that any good, or was it just kind of like, eh?
It was alright. I need to replay it because I was playing some other games at the time.
I was gonna say the game you want to play, Alex, is the game that we actually turns out we both own it. Which is crazy because it costs $40. It's Club Naughty.
Oh, that game.
Sounds great.
Oh, bro, that game
Club Naughty.
sucks.
It has mostly negative reviews. It came out 2016. It is just a strip club manager, but it has the worst assets ever, and it's just disgusting. And the mini games are stupid,
Sucks.
all the same, and pointless. But for one day, it makes you laugh a bit. We must have got on a special because there's no way we both paid $40.
You know what's fucking hilarious to play?
What?
Hand Simulator.
Yeah,
I have-
bro. I have
Dude,
that.
I had
So hard.
so much fun with this, but it's so fucking funny to play the fucking the Russian roulette game where we're all trying to like.
Oh yeah, you're just trying to like.
And then when you lose all your shit, I'm just like, put my hands all over everyone else's shit.
Yeah.
I'm knocking all that crap out of their hands.
Bro, it's so hard. They made a survival game as well, like Hand Survival or something like
Oh
that.
really?
Yeah, I bought it. I haven't played it, but I don't know. It looks
Simulator games
nuts.
are so fun, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that when it came out. By the way, I did find not a porno, but I did find a photo of the Wendy's mascot being violated by Ronald McDonald, who's I believe
There you go.
Japanese and Burger King.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
knew shit like that would exist.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if I can show it.
You can't.
I feel like, especially if we upload it to YouTube, it might.
I'm confident you can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't. Oh, you know what I could do maybe if nah. I can sort of like crop it a little, and like, if I do like.
The Batman Arkham Collection is on
Yeah.
special.
All right.
Dude, they're good games. I'm not a big Batman fan, but they're fun. Arkham
almost
Asylum.
bought it.
love those games, and I've played them before a
Arkham
bunch.
Asylum, Asylum and City were good.
When Asylum came out, it was literally groundbreaking.
Yeah, I loved it.
Absolutely.
And then Arkham City became like the perfected version of Arkham Asylum, and everyone's like, "This is the best
I don't know
game."
if I like the next one though.
Origins.
Yeah.
It's because it's exactly like Arkham City. Is kind of the issue, but it's just like it's like a prequel, so not they add too much news. People are like, I've already played this game before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Actually,
mind it.
in the Arkham collection, they're not including Origins. It is Asylum City and then straight into Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham Knight. That was the one I didn't like. I didn't play Origins. I played Arkham Knight.
I really enjoed Arkham Knight.
I did too.
However, I also literally role played as Batman for the 60 hours. And I was just yelling in the Nolan Batman voice the entire time, and it annoyed people who watched me when I played.
Just really quickly.
We know you want Batman in your porn parody, then.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
The coat stays on.
Leave on the mask.
Just real quick, if everyone wants to turn their eyes to Twitch real quick. Just roughly.
Oh,
Did enough.
Oh. Wendy's is definitely not of age.
No.
Maybe not.
The
Yeah.
business is, but she's not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. We're trying to look like she is.
They're trying to highlight their slave employee, their slave labor.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you got to be like 14 now to work at all the fast food restaurants.
It's 14 and something months, depends.
Stupidly young.
Depends. Yeah, it is way too young.
Yeah. Either way. Anyway, but yeah, all the Batman games are. I know that I saw Lego Batman was on sale, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I should play
Batman
that."
is a series and a half.
But then I was like, "Nah, I'm probably not gonna play it." So you know what I did? I went out and bought a Lego game instead, like a different one. So I bought fucking
I'm not typing shit.
Lego superheroes.
Marvel superheroes, Lego one.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
second
cool because
one.
heaps of characters and stuff.
Well, they were telling me like apparently you can have all of New York City or something and like fly around and shit, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm kind of over superhero shit at the moment. They've just shoved it down our fucking throats.
Me too, mate.
Like 15 years.
I actually have no interest in watching any of the Marvel TV shows that have dropped for that exact reason.
I could not give two shit. Sorry, someone dropped some shit. I could not give two shits about any of the fucking superhero crap that is coming out. After Endgame,
Yeah.
that fucking the most money-making film in the world that actually wasn't even a good film, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Infinity War was better.
Fucking
I'll
oath
say
it
that
was,
much.
man. It was
Infinity
so
War
much
was
better.
really good.
Dude, every other Avengers film was better.
Well, maybe not
even
2.
say it.
I don't know. 2 was a bit.
Everyone
Whatever.
says that. I still think that is better.
Sometimes if you rewatch Age of Ultron, you realize it's actually pretty
It is
good.
good.
Oh, okay.
The fight between Iron Man and Hulk.
I think the issue is that its climax is not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine because it wasn't the end of the big story. Like
Yeah.
it was just like a filler, pretty much. Just
That's the issue. They raised the stakes in some ways, and then somehow there was almost no casualties. I mean, of course, when the Sokovia Accords come out, there were casualties involved, but they kind of hid from that in the film. It's like you can't lift an entire city like several hundred meters in the air and not have a repercussion.
Well, I guess that's why they did the Civil War and stuff, and they mentioned
It's a bit of a shit way to pinhole it in as no, it happened. There were effects.
Yeah,
It's like,
no, it's true.
well,
And
really?
if anyone hasn't actually read the Civil War comics, they
Oh
are
my
fuckloads better
god! Well, that's
than
the
the
thing. See,
fucking movies.
I'm an avid comic reader, which is, and then so for me to not want to watch those Marvel shows is me going like, no, these really aren't of interest to me because it's just the same. It's just recycled
Same
content.
shit, yeah.
It's not funny.
It's not even better. That's the worst part.
Yeah, like so the Captain, like so the Captain America, well,
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Great film.
Oh, that's my favorite film. And anyone that knows me, well, not my favorite, but probably my favorite of the Marvel by far.
Dude,
Yeah.
I actually think that is probably the best one too.
It actually goes up there in my top 10 films, I think, just because as far as an action film goes, that is Jason Bourne on steroids. It is perfected. The fight choreography is amazing, pacing is amazing, X, Y, Z, like it's just almost flawless.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah.
But the TV show Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I think I've now finally got it right as my brain fucking fixed itself.
Yeah.
It just feels like a normal show. Like it looks like just a normal action show.
I've heard it's not
And like
that good.
they have Loki, and Loki just looks like a normal like psychological thriller kind of show. You know what I mean? What they've done is
they'll make any fucking show out of any of the characters that are popular. Like
that's what I mean. They're
like
they're grabbing these unbelievable supernatural characters, and I mean Wanda. They did Wonder One kind of smart, but also it was been done before in TV and film. Truman Show is a pretty good example, and there's some other. It suits a character because of what she does in some of the comics. But like what's happening right now in the Loki show, it just looks like some TV show I've seen before.
Sounds like
and
a talk show. The Loki show.
The Loki show. Well, it just looks kind of stupid, man. Like it's just like I don't know what about that is Loki. Loki's
I haven't watched it.
God who can do all this sort of stuff.
I got no interest.
I can't remember the TV show it reminds me of, but
I watched Daredevil, and I watched Punisher, and watched
Daredevil was good. I watched all those. Jessica Jones season 1 was okay. Season 2 was dog.
Season 2 was shit. Yeah, agreed. I had Luke Cage and all those other ones. I was like, nah, I'm not into these.
They messed up Iron Fist so bad, and it could have been so much easier. It was hilarious. Also, Luke Cage just became the Power Show, but not run by 50 Cent. Just like I have shared when I was watching the series, I would share some funny clips to Alex. I'm like, go on Netflix, go on this episode, go on this minute, watch it, you'll laugh because some of those scenes are done so stupidly. But yeah, it just fell apart. But to go back on Civil War, though, the comics, which is 104 comics or 112 comics, whatever, if you could read all the tie-ins, was insane. It made good sense as to why the Sokovia Accords actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of rushed that in the cinematic universe had good-ish reason, but really it's like a whole city was lifted up. The heroes came in, stopped it with minimal casualties. They're like, 5,000 people died. Yeah, an entire fucking city fell down.
And if they didn't do anything, the whole fucking city would have died.
Yeah, and then Avengers 1, they're like, these people died. Bro, Captain America, this thing came on site out of nowhere due to a supernatural villain. And Captain America's like, let's keep this in a 5-block radius. That's with a team of 6. They did a great job. They stopped the nuke from blowing up the entire city, or world.
And then they did pretty much the same with Batman and Superman. Pretty much ripped that off.
Yeah. And so
they got a lot of fucking catching up to do, man. Because they haven't fucking released anything good in a bloody long time.
I think that's the issue, though. Everyone is saying they have catching up to do, when in my mind, they need to slow down.
Yeah.
They need to slow down and go again. I need a trilogy of Batman, and I guess 2 films of Superman, maybe. We actually technically got 2 films.
Yeah, we've got films.
A lot of people don't say it, but I actually really enjoyed Man of Steel. I think that is the last DC film that was actually good.
Man of Steel is not that bad at all. Wonder Woman 1 is a good film.
It was okay.
Not great.
It was the love interest shit. I'm just when they start doing that crap, I'm just...
They got to do it.
No.
You know what? Shazam was good. Shazam was actually
that wasn't that bad.
That was a fun movie. And
that was a fun movie.
When Ant-Man came out, I was just like, this Ant-Man's great. It's like a fun Marvel film that I can't believe is actually PG.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it did not feel PG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also, I watched Ant-Man 2 and can tell you maybe 10 minutes of what happened.
I have no idea. Hey, I forgot all about
I
it.
can't remember how the big climax of the end of Ant-Man 2 happened.
The first one being a lot better. I did enjoy the first one a lot more.
Yeah, the first one was great. The second one was just nothing. Nothing happened. Everyone just watched it because it was the film that came after
That's how a lot of
at the
Infinity
Infinity War. Yeah.
and, like, a
The
lot of
best
movies
part-
I'm like,
The best part, Ant-Man 2, was just Jimmy Woo doing magic tricks.
Oh yeah.
Or trying to do magic tricks, and it was Paul Rudd just beating him. Like, that was it. That's what everyone's like, oh, I love Ant-Man 2. Yeah, because 3 minutes of comedy that could have been a YouTube skit or an Audi ad, and you're
Yeah,
like,
bro.
oh my god, it's amazing.
I like how say YouTube skit or Audi ad.
Because you know that's how they like. Because Spider-Man has become an Audi ad because Iron Man stopped, so they're like, oh, we're gonna need Spider-Man to do a bit of Audi ads.
Fuck,
you
man.
know, even the new Spider-Mans, I didn't rate them that much.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not
I thought
huge.
it was great. Like, they did the age right and everything, but
Someone has done a really good job of analyzing what's wrong with all the Spider-Man films and what's right.
Yeah.
And to get your best Spider-Man film, it is a mixture of all of them,
Mm.
not
bit,
like
yeah.
all of the original ones. Like
Yeah.
they put it this way, so
so I think Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man film they've made.
Yeah. 100%.
everyone says that 100%. So
Mm.
Spider-Man 1 is the best Spider-Man story.
Mm.
Yep.
Tom Holland is the best
Raimi?
Pete. Sam Raimi. Yeah, Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because technically Spider-Man is the Amazing Spider-Man, is not Sam Raimi, it's whoever it is.
Yeah.
And then fucking Homecoming is the other one. So Spider-Man 1 is the best storyline, especially
Yeah.
for a first Spider-Man film.
Yeah,
to
100%.
have.
I love the story of that one.
But you need to make... Yeah, cast is good. Tobey Maguire is a great all-rounder. However,
Willem Dafoe is a bad guy. Like, Willem Dafoe's fucking.
Yeah,
Willem
I
Dafoe
know,
killed
bro.
it. Tom Holland is a better Peter Parker. He's the best Peter Parker. Especially, I mean, it is
Yeah.
different ages.
He's
you
most
can wear that.
accurate.
But the best part of
Neither
Peter
did
Parker
he.
is him being a kid, though. The whole point of Peter Parker is he's a teenager struggling to get through life while being a hero, and that's what made him so relatable.
Mm.
They
Yeah,
aged him. They aged him when they had Tobey Maguire, and he was like in uni. And it was like,
Yeah.
you have some trouble, but not really, because you still have the hot girl and all this shit. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Tom Holland's one is like, I don't know what to do with girls. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
however, I do believe that Andrew Garfield was actually the best Spider-Man.
As
He
in,
had-
like, his powers and stuff.
His abilities,
Just
the way he was a smartass, the way he acted,
Yeah.
he had the best
Mm.
Spider-Man attitude. However, because that's kind of thing. One of the things about Spider-Man is cool is when he puts on the mask, he like feels like a superhero. So it becomes
Yeah.
a bit with the
Well, it's
exaggerated
cocky.
swag of a
Cocky.
black teen. You know, he
Comes in the comic books, I remember.
yeah, he comes cocky, and that's always like he
Yeah.
has a spider sense, and the only time it ever goes wrong is because he gets cocky, he thinks he can do something, can't,
Yeah.
and he gets in trouble.
But they don't use his spider sense enough in the movies, I thought. 'Cause
Nah.
in the comics, he uses it a lot.
They've only just started developing it, and that's what he in the last Spider-Man film. Peter Parker actually has finally developed spider sense,
Yeah.
Mm.
so that's cool. But yeah, Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. However, his Peter Parker is garbage because he kept the cool motif the entire time.
Yeah. It's like
Some
Peter
people
Parker's
prefer
not-
it,
And
but
Peter doesn't skate.
yeah.
He was a skateboarder in that film.
Yeah, it was a bit like, okay, like he was a
Yeah.
skater before he even got bitten. I'm pretty sure he was just this really like kind of
He's
edgy
just a
nerd.
skater dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they even showed him being smart and creating stuff.
Nah.
Technically, no. He actually he did. He created the
He
suit.
did the.
Yeah,
He did the web shooters.
Yeah.
which is interesting. I don't know if I prefer it being natural or being made.
Well, when I grew up reading Spider-Man, he actually I think he had the actual
There's
canisters.
different
Yeah.
readers. Most comics are canisters. Only a couple of writers had it being organic.
Yeah, out of his body. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
most of them. Yeah, he made it.
But canisters is really cool in terms of it because it highlighted his
Well, it's not
intelligence.
realistic. Yeah, he's like a scientist, so like.
Yeah, but then it also became this plot point of, I'm out of web. I can't catch the villain. It's 5 minutes in, and you're like, fuck's
And
sake.
be like, oh, he's out. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm out. Oh, wait, I think I have one strand left. Like, he would know. He's like, I barely have enough to get me home. I'm like, you haven't even looked. You haven't even looked, mate. Like, at least
Yeah,
now
that's
with modern tech and stuff, our Tom Holland Spider-Man actually has, like, it tells him what percentage is left and stuff. And
He knows how many
That
shakes
makes
he's
sense.
got left, Matt.
So they have to, make it more modern with these things.
Mm.
that's
Like,
one
when I
of
was
the...
a kid, they
Yeah.
didn't have any of that stuff,
Yeah.
That's the only thing I feel like that must suck for having to be a writer and writing this sort of stuff is this tech just kind of makes everything possible now.
Yeah.
And it's like, even like if you think about it, if you're going to make a heist film today, in 2020, like, there's no way you're doing it without a big inside person, or we have cut the camera feed.
You need a hacker. You need like 4 hackers.
Yeah, you have to have 4 hackers and one to like rerouting the satellites so that way they won't look at our vehicle the entire drive, but they'll think it's a different vehicle. It's blue, and it's like,
all of the greatest films like that have already been done though. They were done in like the 90s and stuff. You know?
I think that's the other thing as well. I think it's like almost like a thing that needs to be put to rest. Like a heist film now is no longer about robbing a bank. It's more like
Fast and Furious 1 and look at the latest Fast and Furious film.
Well, we're avid supporters of London Million.
They have improved immensely.
They have improved immensely.
Back off.
This isn't about just like street racing anymore.
You think the FCU is good? Nah. I'm talking about the FFCU, baby.
I guess the spin-off movies now on Fast and Furious. I started watching Hobbs and Shaw. I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Bro, it's insane.
What's going on?
It's insane.
We are legitimately avid fans. For the humor side, we probably laugh more than anyone ever that goes and watches these films in cinema.
100%.
Oh, yeah. They're absolutely 100% entertainment films.
Yeah.
We can't stop watching. It just gets better and better. I mean, I think we've discussed it on the show before. Some of the
we definitely have, yeah.
Dude, but just first time you watched Bad Boys 2.
Oh yeah, well, there you go. But that's the difference. That's actually like a good film in a way. Like, yeah, it's insane, but it's like it's just a good action movie. So
I watched True Lies recently. I forgot True Lies went for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's long. I remember it being long.
One bit in that movie is fucking dull.
Why can't I remember True Lies? What am I struggling with?
Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's that lady?
He's a spy.
Yeah.
It's got the chick from Halloween. And
the chick from Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis. That's the one. Yeah.
I had a fucking brain fart.
Yeah, I used to watch that movie all the time because it's always on like free-to-air TV. Like they always air it, and my parents liked it, and that was what I watched.
I've seen it once in my life.
I've seen it a lot.
Dude, it's a great film. Yeah. That's a great action film.
Yeah.
Like they didn't make action films like they used to. That's for sure.
Nah, they really
Jamie Lee Curtis worked out for this role. Jesus.
Yeah.
It looks amazing in that.
That one scene where she's like,
the guy's tied up. Yeah, that camera angle going. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
They're also definitely very smart with the lighting to sort of let all those lines show.
Yeah, you can see her full abs just popping. Which is strange because I don't find her attractive at all. But
I don't find her attractive, but if she walks in, that's a different story.
What's that?
That part of the movie, everyone was like, "Oh, she looks amazing," but everything else in the film, she just looks like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just looks Jamie Lee Curtis.
Have you ever met someone who's like, "Yeah, I've got the hots for her"?
She has a very masculine face.
Glasses on, Jamie.
That one scene does a very good job of hiding half her face, so it kind of looks a bit softer and not as masculine and sharp.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she wets her hair and stuff. She tries to
get all sexy.
Short hair in that film, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some good old action movies, man. Like I always go back to the old. Like I love the old Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, man.
Oh, man,
old though. We mean the 80s ones where it just makes no sense how stuff happens. Like Commando might be one of the best ever.
Next
let
level.
off some steam. It's got that's the best film for one-liner kills.
Commando the one that we watched.
It was one, the one that we watched in the cinema, room. Yeah, that was Commando. Yeah, I made them all watch Commando.
The start of that film.
The muscle fucking zooms.
Yeah.
When I was watching, I was like, "Am I watching Commando? Am I watching like a homoerotic film?"
Yeah, right.
All the homoerotic.
You love it.
I just love how he could smell the enemy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And he's like talking to a soldier. You can smell them. They're outside on the right. He's like, I can't do that. Well, sucks to be you. Just like, what do you mean? No one can do that, Arnold. You're the only one.
I love my favorite bit.
Oh yeah, go.
No, I was just gonna say like my favorite bit is where like he drops that guy off the cliff. He's like, oh yeah, I was gonna kill you last. I lied. And he goes back. He goes back to the car. She's like, what happened to him? And he's like, I had to let him go.
It is just like they put all their effort into like how can we make what he said a one-liner? Like that is what the series is.
Just as good as well.
What's that?
Running Man.
Oh no, I haven't seen Running Man. Nah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger gets captured. They put them to this show where like all these dudes like try and kill each other. But It's almost like Gladiators, but the gladiators like try and kill the contestants.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger has great one-liners in that one. When he
I'll have to
kills the
suss.
enemies.
Alright, that's the next one, Jake.
Yeah, you'll love it, guys.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
Might be a bit harder, but we'll make an effort.
Maybe watch oh shit, what's it called?
Must be
John
good.
Carpenter film.
The Thing?
No, that is a great film.
They Live?
They Live.
I still haven't seen that. I bought that ages ago, actually. I
Dude,
still haven't seen
I
it.
watched it for the first time like a year or two ago, and it
Oh.
fucking blew me away how good it was.
Yeah. Well, I watched it because your partner actually recommended it to me. Sorry, I bought it, yeah.
She saw me. I think she watched it with me actually.
Oh, yeah. And she was like, yeah, well, go watch it. And so I bought it. I haven't seen it.
There's sort of one great scene in it where he's just trying to like make this other guy put on his glasses so he can see the aliens.
Yeah.
And the fight scene for him doing that goes for like 10-15 minutes. It's so fucking funny, dude.
No,
I'm
it's
just
a
like,
lot.
shit, I can't believe how long this is going for.
Yeah. Like, very versatile director, John Carpenter, bro.
He's like one of my faves, dude.
Mm.
Or definitely back in the 80s and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the shit he was doing then. Yeah. Oh yeah. that
Ridiculous,
thing,
bro.
Of course.
Yeah. He's done a lot of
Yeah,
crazy
They
shit.
Live.
Anyway, shall we call it, boys? It's been an hour.
Yeah, man.
Don't want to keep all these people waiting.
Yeah, I got Dungeons and Dragons going on behind me. I got
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, we'll call it there. Thank you all so much for watching. We just want to thank our special guest, Dirty Demon 666, also known as Dion.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you,
me, man.
thank you so very bloody much for
Plug
joining
your
us.
Twitch, baby. Plug
Yeah,
your
go on,
Twitch
give us
in
your
this
plugs.
chat.
Come
Twitch
on.
is in this chat, mate. It's there.
What am I doing?
Oh, just do your plugs, mate. So
You've done it, mate.
I'm just gonna put my face there.
there you go. There's his face. Beautiful.
That's all anyone needed.
So you can find him on Twitch at DirtyDemon666. Find him on Instagram at DirtyDemon666.
I do bath streams. I do hot tubs.
He does do the hot tub stream, so we may need to hit him up for when we do ours, Jake.
Yeah, we need logistical help.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'll get my chest hairs out.
Fuck yeah.
I am, baby. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah,
No.
thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next week. Ciao. And watching again. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We love you so much. Over here, we've got some buttons for YouTube. We hope you enjoy this episode. It was really good. Just so you all know, Jake is really annoying me right now. He's talking to me, but I've muted him, so you guys can't hear him. Only I can hear him, but barely, because I'm speaking a lot. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Love you so much. Keep it up. Proud of you. And